Gani Waranong. Hello, this is East Kimberley Bulletin with Davina Toby Wright. Coming up in this edition, Kununurra Reimagine shows off town centre and Foreshore Masterplans to the community. With Term 3 school holidays upon us, we check out the deadly holiday program of events, bringing you a special story on the uptake of e-scooters in Kununurra.
With the EKFL now finished, what other local sports do you want me to talk about? Basketball? Netball? You tell us.
But first, Kimberley police say they have stopped millions of dollars in methamphetamine and other drugs from being sold across our region. The drugs were allegedly smuggled into WA via Perth before being transported north and hidden at properties in Broome and here in Kununurra. WA police say 4 kilograms of meth and munition and other drugs have been seized since April, with an estimated street value of over $4 million. A 49-year-old man and a 37-year-old woman, both from southern WA, have been charged with possessing meth with intent to sell or supply. Police say the pair organised for the meth to be smuggled into Perth via an associate back in March of this year. The drugs were allegedly picked up from a Perth hotel and transported 3,000 kilometres north to Kununurra before being hidden in the walls of a residence in the nearby community of Mud Springs. Kimberley Police Superintendent John Hutchinson says the seizure has significantly disrupted a drug distribution network bringing drugs to the Kimberley. It comes after an ongoing operation involving officers from Broome, Kununurra and Derby, targeting the drug trade in the Kimberley. Recently, Senior Sergeant at Kununurra Police Station, Todd Roberts, confirmed investigations were ongoing to prevent meth and other drugs coming into the East Kimberley.
Without going into too much detail on what we're doing investigatively, I will say that we're treating drugs in this community very seriously.
Yeah.
And a lot of it relies on the assistance of the public. You know, we don't want drugs on the streets.
That came following our interview with the CEO of the Ord Valley Aboriginal Health Service, Mary Baird, who told us that meth use is on the rise in our area.
It's huge. I mean, we see that meth is filtering into our community. It's becoming more and more evident in community, where it's actually cheaper to buy, I think it's $100 bag of ice than it is to buy a $150 carton of alcohol on the black market.
Kununurra Reimagine has reached an exciting stage, sharing the draft Kununurra Town Centre and Foreshore Masterplans with the community. Evan Ransley has this report.
In case you still haven't heard, Kununurra Reimagine is a Shire of Wyndham East Kimberley project, consulting with locals over a 12-month period to come up with ideas for making the town a better place to live. Michelle Tovey from the Shire explains where the project is at.
So far, the consultants have visited 3 times for community forums and surveys, and we've gathered a lot of great feedback on what locals want for the town and foreshore. Now we're excited to share those ideas in the form of draft master plans.
The project team is inviting locals to drop into the new Kununurra Reimagine project hub to see a detailed draft plan and give your views.
We've just opened the new Kununurra Reimagine project hub, where you can drop by, see the plans and share your thoughts with us. The online survey is open until next Monday, but if you prefer, you can also come in, chat with us and share your ideas directly. It's a great space to get involved and make sure your voice is heard.
So pop into the hub to check out the plans in person and take the latest survey at www.yourkununurra.com.au/survey.
School holidays starts from this weekend here in the Kimberley and across WA. Whilst most school students love it, it can be a challenging time for others and for parents. Mother of 3 Nathalia Embelong, who has a bit of experience of how to keep young ones occupied, has this report.
Yes, that's true, Davina. I've got 3 mad daughters back at home, and with the school holidays here, I hope the kiddies are ready and up and going for this deadly holiday program that's been released for this semester. So let's check it out. How awesome is the Music Video Week, which starts on the 6th of October, bringing you a week of jamming, writing deadly rhymes, making beats, but also an opportunity to shoot and star in a deadly video with some solid artists. The school holiday is jam-packed with plenty for the kids of all ages. So please, let's chuck away the phones, iPad, tablets and Xbox and see what's coming up. So everything kicks off with the first event this Saturday, 27th, at the Night Hub at 6 p.m. Monday is a public holiday, so sorry you guys, gonna have to put up with the kids one more time just for the day, like I'll be doing also. Wow, let's create nature and art, including a barbecue, which actually seems pretty deadly to me. So come on down to the community garden for a feed with your family, and be sure to bring Countryman Mob around too. Other events include the Ultimate Laser Tag event here at the Leisure Centre on Thursday, and Friday down at the town / park area, which is just behind me, we will be having the Beats on the Streets, which also will include a zone party barbecue. Saturday and Sunday session will close here at the Youth Hub with drop-in and pickups, and with 54 Reasons also doing the last sessions. And also the show of Warrior Spirit Boxing Initiative to help motivate and encourage our young ones to stay fit and healthy. Thanks to PCYC, 54 Reasons and Gandawa for making this possible and creating deadly memories for all our mob.
E-scooters are becoming more common in Kununurra, but while they might seem to be a fun way to get around, local police say safety has to come first. That's the message from Kununurra Police, who are concerned that not enough riders know the main rules. And then, there's another issue. We discovered in the making of this story, there's actually nowhere in town to go to repair broken down scooters. Firstly, to the basic rules. You must wear a helmet. You must be at least 16 years of age. You can't use a phone or other device while riding. Road rules apply when riding on roads. Only one person on a scooter. Speed limits apply. Waringarri Media asked Senior Sergeant Nathan Carboni from Kununurra Police to tell us more about these rules.
E-scooters travel at speeds up to 25 kilometres an hour, which is really fast, particularly when they're using shared footpaths and roads with other people using them.
While locals are getting used to e-scooters, police say there's still a lot of confusion about the rules. Senior Sergeant Carboni says it's important that riders understand the responsibilities when using a scooter in public spaces.
E-scooters are treated like any other vehicle in Western Australia, so there are fines for breaking the rules. The police message is pretty simple. We want to educate people around the safe usage of e-scooters rather than having to enforce those fines. But things like wearing a helmet, obeying under the speed limit and keeping the scooter to one person are important to make sure that everyone is safe.
As we've all seen around town, enforcing the rules isn't easy in a remote town like ours. There are fines which range from $50 to $1,000, but police say their focus is on education, especially for young people, instead of punishment.
Enforcement can be challenging. Police obviously have a lot of different priorities in the area. Our message is around education. We don't want to see lots of kids on e-scooters riding in unsafe manners without helmets. So education is first and foremost in terms of how the police want to deal with this issue. We don't want to have to hand out loads of fines in relation to riding e-scooters. The message is pretty simple: to be responsible, ride in a safe manner, and you will not come under the attention of police.
As we mentioned earlier, in making this story, we discovered that unless you know a bush mechanic, there's nowhere in town to get your scooter repaired. We did a ring around to a number of places like Red Sun, who told us it's too much work and they can't patch the tyres. Tyre Plus told us they don't have clamps small enough to change scooter tyres, and it's too much work otherwise. While for other repairs, parts are expensive and have to be ordered from the outside. That's why we're also seeing a lot more broken down scooters being dumped around the place. So there's a business opportunity for someone. It's time for local sport with Eric Cox Junior.
Thanks, Davina. EKFL might be over, but local basketball is back. Yes, I'm here at Kununurra at the courts, which is home to all the actions of this year's competition. of both men's and women's. There are 5 teams in the men's competition, which started last week. The Bulls, Phillows, Hornets, Warriors, and My Black Magics. After beating Phillow last week by 27-25, the Bulls took on the Black Magics, and I even got on the court after a recent injury. It was a close game with deadly buckets from both teams, but the Bulls got the better of us by 35-27. The Hornets, who smashed the Warriors by 32-14 in last week's opening round, had a bye this week, while the 2 losing first-round teams, the Warriors and Phillow, fought it out in a nail-biting match. The scores seesawed all game, with a controversial ending. The Warriors winning by 1 point, 28-27. In the women's competition, there are only 4 teams, with Misfits and Warriors game cancelled, but the Hornets took on Swish in a great game. Lots of deadly baskets from the girls, with Hornets holding out by 21-19. It's only the end of round 2, and already some quality local basketball. I'll bring you the result as the competition heats up in the upcoming weeks and months.
Thanks, Eric. Good to see him covering other sport. Well, that ends East Kimberley Bulletin with me, Davina Toby Wright. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to share with your family and friends. If you have a story you think we should follow up, please email us at news@waringarrimedia.org.au. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back in a fortnight. Wishing you a great weekend.